I want to introduce Tom Bradicich on stage. Tom is VP of Engineering for the Moonshot business unit. Tom, welcome. Thank you for joining us, Tom. We are obviously very excited about partnering with you on building total solutions for our customers. Not only are those solutions energy efficient and small footprint and such, but they are very versatile. And I'd like you to describe the Moonshot to our audience here.
Oh, surely. I'm happy to do that. But first, let me please say how excited HP is to be here at Citrix Synergy. And I'm personally very enthused to help advance the nearly two-decade partnership that Citrix and HP have.
Great.
This Moonshot system is a very compelling system in that it is highly scalable, it is very well integrated, and has several features which are punctuated by low power. Low power operation is obviously very, very profound in the enterprise today. It is able to interconnect many, many servers, or what we would call systems on a chip. In fact, 180 AMD APU modules are interconnected in this system, and the AMD module is further integrated with 4 cores, a GPU, and the network interface. This all comes together in what I would call a local chassis fabric. And this local chassis fabric has 10 gig capability, has protocol agnosticity as well in it, and it also has a 2D torus mesh architecture. Now, the value of having 180 hardware and software stack units dedicated to 180 users lies in the fact that there is no hypervisor, meaning there's no virtualization, nor is there a SAN to buy and manage, keeping the costs and the complexity down. Further, the value of having a dedicated system on a chip with its own software stack, which would be the desktop PC stack, again, all managed by the wonderful Zen desktop technology, is 3 maximums. Now think about this. Such an imputation of this technology onto a single user, one-to-one physical, allows 3 maximums. The first is maximum performance, because there is no sharing of resource. The second is maximum security, because there is physical isolation. And the third is maximum compatibility, because any issue with running an application in a virtual environment is non-consequential in this area. Now, these values, again, are further manifested with TCO numbers if you consider the packaging and the deployment and the time it takes to get to value of as high as 40% reduction in comparison to a traditional desktop. And further, the power savings compared to a traditional desktop can be as much as 60%. So very significant, very compelling breakthrough economics in the way to host now these rich applications as a service about which Mr. Templeton spoke yesterday in his keynote as well. Now, I'd like to invite you to take a look at this Moonshot chassis, and you can actually hold the cartridge. You've been looking at it while I'm talking, I'm sure. I do have in my hand the famed, the storied Moonshot cartridge. And on it is 4 entire systems on a chip, which again have their own stack, software stack. And again, go down into the, what would we call backplane, but really it's physically on the bottom of the system, and has that local chassis fabric interconnect, which has tremendous capabilities with other applications such as east-west traffic communication as well. But in this manifestation of the Moonshot, called the CS100 that you see behind me, we have that very, very compelling proposition to deploy these rich apps, but not only rich apps, middle-class apps as well.
Great, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And it's not only is it wonderful, but it's real. Can you flash it one more time for the,
yes,
for the audience here?
And if you would like to hold it, please come by. Also, the Network Operations Center, which is just to the left as you enter the showcase, has several Moonshot systems running the infrastructure of that network technology being shown there.
Great. If I may, I want to accentuate a couple of points. The technology allows for hypervisor-less deployments. That's a very important element. Why would you want to build a hypervisor into the system when you don't have to? Why would you want to pay the tax of a hypervisor, whether it be in performance or cost, when you don't have to? And having access to the bare metal really helps drive incredible density and performance. And as you can see from the statistics at the bottom of the slide, some very compelling cost points, some very compelling density points. That's incredible here, Tom.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
But in the context of our relationship here, there is something more. I mean, Citrix obviously is working very closely with the broader ecosystem, HP being an incredibly important partner, but it takes chipsets, it takes systems and solutions, and it takes great software to solve customer problems.